to today's live show. And for as many persons who have been looking forward to relocating to the UK or going to the US from the UK, or you're looking forward to be locating to the United States of America to work as a nurse, this live session is particularly to guide you. This live session is really to provide guidance on what you need to know. And I have a wonderful nurse, Joy to the World today, who I'll be featuring on this channel to give you some of the update on how you can go ahead to do the process. I'm just going to be waiting for her to join in before we start, because if for as many of you that know me, one of those things I hold dear is sharing. Yeah, Joy is joining now. Welcome, Joy.
Well done.
I'm
Hi.
glad to have you on this channel.
Same here.
I don't know. You guys should be very happy to be watching this, because this is Joy to the World. One of those things that attracted me to Joy's channel first was one of the videos she made about
Oh,
how she passed Nclex. Do you remember? Yeah,
I
that was
was
my
jumping
first.
on the bed.
That was my first time of watching Joy's video
Oh
on
my
how to pass
god.
necklace and everything. So it was one of my friends that shared it. I just clicked on it and I watched. I was like, oh, this is inspiring. I had to go and check for other content in the video. She has the type of channel that when you watch one,
Wow.
you want to watch
Yeah.
others.
Wow.
Well
That's
done,
good
Joy.
for monetization.
Well done, Joy.
Thank
Yeah, we
you.
need to say this for YouTube. You need to hear this.
Have you?
I'll pay Joy some dollars. Yeah, well, welcome. You're very
Thank
welcome to
you.
this channel again. I was
Thank
just
you.
giving the introduction to everybody. In this channel, we share about updates that relates to how you can relocate to the UK, to
Yeah.
US, to Canada, to any country. I talked about there was a video I made with one other guy who got scholarship to study in Hungary, and he's
Yeah.
still on scholarship studying PhD in the UK. So
Yeah.
he gave them lots of information on how to do it.
Wow.
So that's what it's all about. And
Yeah.
today's session, particularly, is dedicated to nurses who want to go and chop the USA money. Nurses who really wish they intend to be located to the United States of America,
Yeah.
perhaps from Nigeria, from Ghana, wherever you are, or perhaps you are in the UK. Like the statistics have shown that most UK nurses are leaving to Canada and US now.
A
We'll
lot.
we'll talk about why later, but most UK nurses they came to the UK from overseas, but now they are moving to other places. We'll talk about the reason, but that's not. We are talking about the step-to-step process that you
Okay.
can use to be located to the US and practice as a nurse. So if this is one thing you want to watch, please do well to stick to us to the end of this video. And I won't do much of the talking because me, I'm still humble. I'm just a UKRN. I have Joyce to the word here. I know her surname. I can spell, but I can't pronounce it. She's going to tell us. So I have Joyce to the word who will download it because she's a US registered nurse now. So she's going to walk you through the process, and you are going to learn a lot. So let me welcome Joy. Who gives
Okay.
us joy in my heart.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, hello. Welcome, Joy.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So my name is Joy Gonoche. I'm a UK nurse. I'm a US nurse of recent and Nigerian nurse as well. I was registered in Nigeria. Um, so Victory here invited me to talk about the USRN process. I guess I'll just be going ahead to start immediately. Um, Yeah, I'm a midwife currently in the UK, but I had to use my midwifery certificate to, register for the US. My midwifery and my nursing certificate, because I combine both of them. I'll talk more about it in details later. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber as well. I'm a podcaster and all those tiny, tiny things people
Everything.
are
Joy has
supposed to
5 YouTube channels.
also 2K or 2K. So yeah, the step-by-step process of relocating to the US as a registered nurse from wherever country you're coming from, because it's basically the same, because everything you're doing is online. All right, so you don't really have to have a particular format for a particular country. It's basically the same step. So what you first need to do is to do your evaluation. Okay, you have to evaluate your credentials, you have to evaluate your license, because they want to know if you're actually a nurse, if you're actually a nurse or a midwife as you claim to be. Because anybody can just come in with a certificate and present it and be like, I'm a nurse. So they need to verify to actually say, okay, you came from a registered body, you're actually a nurse. So that's the reason for the evaluation. You do the credential evaluation. And I think currently there are three main evaluation bodies that do this evaluation. We have the CGFNS, which most of us should know about. We have
Yeah.
the EROES. We have Joseph Sydney. I'm sure Victory will be putting it on the description of this video for you guys
Yeah.
later. So you go to any of those evaluation bodies to do your credential evaluation. By credential, I mean your license, your certificate, and you also present your transcript to them as well from your school. So get them to they are going to send you forms to send to your schools, to send to your nursing and midwifery council body. For Nigeria is nursing and midwifery council of Nigeria. They will send you a form to send to them, form 102. For Ghana is nursing and midwifery council of Ghana, of course. And then for the form 101 is the one you send to the school. Form 102 you send to nursing and midwifery council. It's just for you to fill it, fill some parts, and then give it to the school, send it over to the school to fill the rest. So even if you're not in your country currently, you're currently not in Nigeria, you're not in Ghana, you can send it as PDF to them. They will print it out, fill it, and send it back as a physical mail to their post office boss. Okay, they are going to send it back to the evaluation body via postage. They are not going to send it via email or online. They're going to send it via postage to their address, which they will provide to you, that is the candidate, to give to them. Okay, so these days people go on NMCN website to do it, but I had someone working there to help me submit it and all of that to their office, because I wanted the process to be really fast. This explains the reason why a lot of people are living in UK. It's not so so I wanted it to be really fast, and yeah, it was so fast for me. Within 1 month I was done with my evaluation.
Wow, that's
And
good.
yeah, I used EROES because I presume that they were really fast. They are faster than any other one. I've not used or understood anything about Joseph Sydney, but when I started the CGFNS process, I was hearing news that they take time, they make you do exam and all that. I didn't want to go over to them. All right, so I just used EROES, did submitted my credentials to them, paid the evaluation form, paid the evaluation fee, which was around I think $400 or something. Yeah,
Wow.
and then paid for fast service as well. Fast service cost an extra $160 or thereabout. And then within a month, everything was all done, like in less than a month. And then I went over to, like, as all of this process were going on, my evaluation, credential evaluation was going on, because the school now will be communicating. We have to communicate with the evaluation body directly. They don't have to go through you again. If they want to ask you any question, definitely they will go and ask you. But you know most of the work you've done by submitting your documents, giving them the form, and letting everything slide. So when I was doing all of this, I was also registering with my board of nursing in the US, because that's the next stage you need to do. So when you're done
Okay.
registering your doing your evaluation, you've opened a that CGFNS account or EROES account. It's just to go online, sign up with them, or you can use the link. Okay, so just open an account with them, do the necessary bit, follow the step by step and process on registering it, opening the account, and all the rest. And then, yeah, when you're done with that, you open the board of nursing accounts. So the board of
Mm.
nursing is like Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, for instance. The states in the US have their own boards that represent them, that regulate nursing in that particular state. So Texas, for instance, have Texas Board of Nursing. New Mexico have New Mexico Board of Nursing. California have California Board of Nursing. So all these board of nursing, they are the nursing bodies that regulate nursing in that particular state. So you choose the one you want to be registered under, the one you want to be working in, the state you want to be working in. So at this point, you must have known, okay, this is the place I want to be in the US. And this does not mean that you can't go back to change. Say, for instance, you want to move from Texas to California later, you can always do that. You can always get your endorsement done in California and then move over. Just do your registration with them and move over. But at this first instance, you're choosing the place you really want to start your life in the US. Okay,
Mm.
so go over to their website, open an account with their board of nursing, and pay the fee necessary. I don't think they really require anything from you apart from your documents majorly. All right. They require just documents and all that. And then when you're done with opening the account, signing up, verifying your email, and basically they'll have to be communicating with your evaluation body, which is EROES or
Which of the state did you register with?
okay, New Mexico. I think I mentioned
Mm,
this in one of my videos. Yeah, because I had to do a video on how to register in New Mexico. So it's New
okay.
Mexico. I didn't hide it. No, I want the people that in New Mexico to come with me and all of that. We'll meet
Yeah.
there, have a party, and all those cocktail things. So yeah, I registered with New Mexico, being that a friend of mine in the US who's lived there for over 50 years was telling me that the place is affordable,
Wow. Okay.
lesser crime rates
Yeah.
and things like that. So those
That's
were
what
the
we want
things,
to hear. We don't
yeah,
want
those
those
were the things I was looking
cookies.
for. But other states as well have their own advantages and disadvantages. For instance,
Mm,
California pay a lot. They pay nurses a lot, and they have but then again, there are disadvantages and advantages, like I said. Yeah, so when you're done opening a board of nursing account, the board of nursing will now be communicating with ERAS, and they'll be doing this through you if need be. So after everything, they've collected the documents they need from you. They keep asking you, okay, give me this thing, send me this thing, your date of birth is incorrect, I need something to prove it, something like that. Just do the transactions, and when they are done, the evaluation body have evaluated and found out that okay, everything is complete, they are satisfied with your license. They will not send a completed evaluation form to your board of nursing, and then your board of nursing will give you the authorization to test for Nclex, which is the big baba, like the big deal in the whole of the. So it's not your evaluation that is kind
mhm.
of stressful, it's the Nclex part that is stressful, because
Okay.
you bear me witness that a lot of people talk about it as being a dreadful exam. So you really have to not think about it as that and actually study for it to be able to conquer it. All right, using the right materials, making sure you study well, making sure you follow the rules of the examination. You hit it first time, you just pass it. You don't have to start stressing yourself with all those things. But if you go about it the wrong way, then you see yourself writing it over and over again and all. So yeah, I wrote my own twice, because the first time I failed it because I was not following the rules. I was not using the right materials.
Yeah,
That's
I've
why
seen
I
that
say
video.
use the right materials. You have to know what you're doing and do it well the first time, and actually be dedicated the first time. I was like, which kind of is it not nothing that I know. I didn't even hear about the trade before. So just when they did rubbish, came outside proudly, and then I had to go and write it
Yeah,
again.
Joy has a video on this. I'll leave the link of that video in the description so you can watch it in detail. Yeah.
Exactly. You can go and watch it. Okay. So when you're done with your NCLEX, you've had the authorization to test, then you go ahead. So the authorization to test it comes like as an email with a number as well. With a
Mhm.
number that you input when you're registering for your NCLEX on Pearson View. So you register for your NCLEX on Pearson View. They'll give you the step by step. They'll tell you what and what you need to do, where and where you need to go, and all that. You pay the fee for the NCLEX examination. If you're in the
How much
UK, I
is it?
think yeah, so you pay 200 pounds first. That 200 pounds was for the Nclex Center in the UK. Then the other 140 pounds was for Nclex itself. Yeah, NCSBN. Yeah, the other 140 pounds I paid was for NCSBN. Then the 200 pounds was for the center in the UK here. So those in Nigeria will have to pay something different, like a slightly different amount, but roughly around the same amount. Okay, they might end up having to pay only the 140 pounds and then paying something else for the censor different, because they don't write it in Nigeria. They go to, is it not Israel, South
Yeah,
Africa,
UK.
Philippines,
Some
and all
come to the
that to
UK,
write it.
yeah. South
Yes,
Africa, yeah.
yeah. So they don't write it in Nigeria. They know how they do it. As long as you've registered, you follow the requirements that the center need from you, and make sure you provide it. So yeah, use the right material, study for your English passes. When you're done passing your NCLEX, like the minute you're done with that exam, you feel like a huge burden have been carried off you see this, my hair is not heavy enough. Like that kind of heavy thing has been taken off your head and thrown away, like so light. you feel so light and all that. Like you're now on top of the world. If you see me jumping on my bed in that video that I did, like I was so excited that I could conquer anything in the world and anyone in the world. That's the feeling that passing Nclex gives to you.
Yeah.
And even if you're not traveling immediately to the US, I think you should write that exam. It
Mm.
gives you a different feeling
You're
as
telling me,
registered.
right?
It
You
gives
think
you a
that?
different feeling. You need to experience it
Yeah.
seriously. So yeah, I did my NCLEX, passed it. My board of nursing, New Mexico, sent me my license and certificate that same day. So that's one other
Wow.
advantage about them. Yeah. So some others don't do it. Some will tell you to go and pay for it, but they sent it the same day. My license with the number, with my certificate, they sent it via email. And no, they don't do physical copies these days, all of them. So all the board of nursing don't do physical copies in their country. So they sent
Yeah.
it like, the way they would normally send it via my, I registered an account with them, New Mexico
Yeah.
Board of Nursing. So they sent it via there. I downloaded it and kept it with my phone. And with that, I was able to start
Do you
applying for
want
jobs.
do you want to share it with me?
You want to see how it feels like? Go and write your own. So yeah, with that I started applying for jobs. Like when you pass your NCLEX, people will start, like the job agencies and all that, they will start chasing you as soon as you even go to any website at all. It's like, they know that you've passed it. You go to any website that inquire about NCLEX, about job, they start chasing you, coming to you. As long as they have your email, please come and work with us, come and register with
Yeah.
us. If you
And I heard
refer
that the
someone,
welcome bonus is very, very high.
as in, seriously, some welcome bonuses are so sweet and mouth-watering. So at that point, you're not the one really looking for job, it's job that is looking for you. You
Wow.
understand? They need more
Wow.
candidates, they need more people to work for them because
Yeah.
there is job shortage, nursing
Just
shortage.
imagine now UK is now doing shakara for people.
Seriously, come to US own is quite the opposite. It's really, really the opposite. People are like, I registered with one before. I said, I don't want them. Let me go to another one. Like, and they are the
Yeah.
ones that will do the whole process for you if you're working with an agency. But if you're doing direct hire, applying to a hospital directly, you do the whole process, your visa and all those things yourself. But if you're working with an agency, which the difference is not so much. Yeah, I promised my subscribers I was going to do a difference video between them. I have not done that.
Please
You know,
do. I want
yeah,
my
I'll try and do
subscribers.
that soon because I have the information just to let you know that there is no much difference. We'll do the comparison, compare and contrast, then you know what you want to do. Okay. Some
Yeah.
of my friends chose direct hire. I'm currently working with an agency and all that. So the agency do everything for you. They pay, they refund you for your NCLEX later on when you get there. Just the same way
Wow.
UK do is that, when you come here, they refund you for your CBT, refund you for your
Yeah.
IELTS here. So they do the same there. They refund you and give you a welcome bonus package and all those things to start your life with, basically. And they treat you like a princess that you are. And yeah, so the next step after NCLEX is to look for job. Just go on the website. Yeah, people will even start referring you at that point because they will get a referral bonus. When I refer somebody, I get $1,500 or $2,000.
Mm.
What do you think I want to do? Is to get the person to come and work in my agency because I want to earn that money. You know how much that the
One
difference that will
thousand
make
five
in my
hundred
life.
dollars. Wow.
Seriously, like it's a lot of money. Some pay more, some pay less, and all that. So
So we are
you just
suffering in UK like this, so
seriously, seriously, like I've never seen for the UK where someone will say, if I refer someone to the UK to come and work, they'll give me referral bonus. But in the US, they do that. So yeah, you just look for a way, look for the best one to. By this time, you must have made research and say, okay, I want to work with direct hire. I want to work with agencies. There are different
yeah,
agencies. There are Connectics. There are Passport USA, like different ones, basically. So at this
yeah,
point you must have known what you want to do, which route you want to take for job. And there is this retrogression thing currently going on. So there is visa retrogression. If some of us must have heard about it, that it will now take you at least 1 year, sometimes 2 years for you to get your visa and all those, for you to get every other process completed, because the visa process takes 1 year. Being that the people that were there before, during the COVID period and all those things, they had backlogs and everything. So they are still trying to clear that. So some are very fast, some are very slow, depending. But
yeah.
the visa application part is the problem that they are currently facing
Yeah.
which they're trying to fight with it. Some agencies do priority application for you. They apply for priority for you and get you going and all because they want you there immediately. They want you to start working with them. They have shortage. They have shortage. So yeah, you do your visa application. If you're doing it yourself, submit your document just the same way you do it in the UK. Submit your documents for verification. Everything is sorted. When it gets to that stage, book your flight and boom, boom, boom. There is after you've passed that Nclex stage, there is nothing else you're really doing much again. If you for the you might need IELTS if yours is less than 2 years. If yours is more than 2 years old, because you need it for applying for visa. All right, they need it for visa screening and all that. So for those who have an IELTS that is very old, you need to write it again. Me, I had to write it again because I wrote my IELTS the first time in 2021 and it was expired
Wow.
before I applied. So I had to,
So of
write
course,
it
just a
again.
bit, how is it like writing IELTS in UK? How is it like?
It's fun. It's fun to be fair. Like I even had a higher score with my UK one than the Nigerian one. Though both of them I wrote it once, but the overall score comparing both of them, it was quite easier for me in the UK than in the US. They stole
Wow.
my phone when I went to write the one in Nigeria. So I still
And
have that
I'm sure they
memory.
didn't see your phone.
I still have that memory. But yeah, that's just
Okay.
the process. Yeah.
Wow. So immediately after that process, now they do your visa, and when it comes through, like you said, some may be long, some may be short. Then you
Yeah.
just go over to the US like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
basically, like almost all of them is long, except you have another way you're doing it. Probably someone was even advising, like go to the country as a visitor, go and apply to the hospital directly, go and visit the hospital. They would want you and all that, submit your applications, come back, and that makes it faster. But I didn't want to be going through all those stress. But anyone can do that. If you have relatives there, you want to go and visit use that as an opportunity to get a job by yourself and all that. But just to make you understand, there is backlog, so there might be delay. So expect delay and all the rest. Expect the delay
But
of at
but the
least one.
but the fact is you have the license, so
You have the
whenever you are
license.
there,
You're
and the
just
good thing is you have that green card. So maybe you are
yeah.
entering the US, you are entitled to most of the public fund. It's like permanent residency, if I'm not
See,
mistaken.
I wish I knew. I would have just, started my US journey right from home, Nigeria. So if you want nurse, you're wondering should I come to the UK first? If you have the funds to, do all of those process, so agencies will help you to pay for your NCLEX and your flight and everything back home. So you don't really have to do much. So if you have, the strength, the funds to even start it at all, I would suggest you just do your thing from Nigeria, from Ghana, wherever you're coming from, because starting your life earlier in the US is actually sweeter than starting later. All right, so
Yeah. Hmm. So there is no need if you actually had US in mind. Like you said, New Mexico is a good place, less crime rate. I
I'm
spoke to
doing
some.
videos on them, Sha, on the states, the 50
Okay.
states. There are 50 states. I'm doing it one at a time. So the first one I'm uploading soon is Minnesota. So I want to do the characteristics about the different
Yeah.
states, just so people have
That makes sense.
something to
Exactly,
choose.
because I spoke
Yeah.
to someone earlier today and I was like, we have a live show coming up about
Yeah.
relocating to the US. And she was like, US, I heard they shoot there. I heard they I heard they this, I heard they that. I don't think I want to go to
That's
the US.
what people always say. Don't People are living there, people are going there every day, people are enjoying benefits. You're talking about shooting. That's the reason why I need to do this thing, because there are different percentage of crime rates in the US. But people give that label to the US that there is shooting everywhere just because of some
Yeah.
of the states. All
Some
right.
of the states,
So we
yeah.
really need to know the difference. People always say,
Definitely.
don't go there, go to Canada instead, go to this and this.
And when the videos drop, I'll need to have the link so I can share as well, so that they
Absolutely.
can get oriented. Thank you so much, Joy. Somebody is asking a question now. Is it Joseph?
Okay.
So what's the average cost from Nigeria? Like what's the average cost of moving to US now,
Okay.
considering the fee you use for evaluation? So let's like sum up evaluation, exam
Yeah.
fee, and everything. What's the average cost? Maybe in
Yeah.
dollar.
So if you're working with an agency, which I would advise you to do if you're in Nigeria, because you can't really be affording to start paying all those Nclex and all the thing by yourself unless you want to. So taking Nclex fee and the rest from the Nclex out, down to the ends out, because when you get an agency, when you pass your Nclex, you have an agency that will start paying for all those things from then on. So from the beginning, you're registering with an evaluation body, about $400. So that's that. And then
Do the conversion, whatever it is from your country, $400
exactly.
now.
So let me just give you in dollars. So $400 to register with an evaluation body. Then when you're submitting the forms to school, they will request for chicken pocket money from you. You understand? It's normal for
Definitely.
them, both the nursing council and all that. So I paid 100,000 naira each for the two of them. 100,000 to my school, 100,000 to nursing council. I don't know if my school did collect that from me just because of the fact that I was already in the UK, because they realized I was in the UK. I had to use someone to submit. But some schools vary. My friend said she paid only 30,000 naira. Another person said 50. So your school will be different from, mine and all that. So know what works. So if you're working there to the school to ask the principal directly, because the principal you actually meet or someone representing him, that okay, I need to have this form filled and signed, please. And they will also give you your transcript as well. So let me say 50 to 100,000 naira to have your evaluation done in the school, and then for the nursing and midwifery council as well, between 90, 100,000. You understand? Average. Say you're using 200,000 for the two of them now, plus I will call that, is it $200? I don't know the conversion
Yeah,
rate these
yeah,
days.
yeah. It's getting more than now because
Okay. Okay.
recently,
So
and let alone it's not going to come down. It's just
yeah.
going high. So yeah,
Okay,
rather.
average $200, but know that you're not going to be spending all of that because schools are cheaper. Because I was in this thing, they just felt, uh-huh. So $600 is gone, and then so register for your Nclex. It's $140 right from where you are. Then if you're going to be working with an agency, you can apply with the agency like right now, apply with them right now. When it's time for you to do your Nclex, they will pay for it. I hope some of you are aware. If you're not aware, agencies pay for your Nclex. They pay
Yeah,
for you to go and do your Nclex. They pay for the flights. They pay
that's
for
good.
everything.
That
Just
makes it easier.
present yourself, okay? Just present yourself there. Work with an agency that wants you as well, not one that is like, oh, I want someone that I've already passed Nclex. Some say, I want someone that I've already passed Nclex. Some will, help you from the very start because they know that, okay, probably you are limited by funds. So and they need people. So know the one you want to, but averagely, I would say $700 and above. But you don't have to 700 to $1,000, because if you're doing the whole process from beginning to the end, you are paying for visa screening, which might cost around $200 or 140 or 150. You're paying for your transport to go and write your NCLEX in
Yeah,
Philippines or wherever you're going.
South
South
Africa.
African was very cheap when my friend did. She said she used 30,000 naira, wasn't it, to book her flight?
Really?
Very cheap. So that can also be an option for you. You can say, okay, I want to go and write it in, but you apply for their visa, which is not so expensive as well. We see around that figure, but I'm not so sure how much again. And yeah, that's it. So roughly between $700 to $1,000. And don't let the money scare you, because you're not going to be paying everything at the same time.
Mm.
Okay, you're starting with the what you have currently, which is the $400 that you're using to open your ARS account, open your new CGFNS account, and all those to pay. You're starting with that. When you start with that, you're a working nurse. You can always work and then use the money, the salary you get, to do the next step. Work again the next month. Use that one to do the next step, because everything is
Yeah,
not coming at the same time.
yeah, that's a
The
good thing.
evaluation, this one, that they are not coming at the same time. They come in stages.
They come in
Wait
peace. Yeah,
you have to
perfect.
wait after one before you do you can't just register with evaluation today and write your Nclex tomorrow. So
Yeah,
there is still time for you to work
to
more. So
save
don't
up.
look at the whole money like, oh, it's so big, I don't want to
Mhm.
start. Just start with what you have, which is like $400, okay? And average, because evaluation board is different. That was how much I paid for mine. Okay, yours might be different as well. So just make
Yeah.
your research, and I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joy. Felix
Yeah.
is asking about agency. That question was in my mind too. Like, so what agency should they really apply through? Because we
Yeah.
don't really know. And there are a lot of scam out there. And we
Yeah.
want to fall into the hands of scammers. So,
Yeah.
like, what agencies do you recommend? If you're watching this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to like the video. If you've not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to the channel. You are going to get lots of updates. And I'm going to be leaving Joy's link in the description. Please subscribe to her channel and
Okay.
support her. You are going to learn a lot. It's not a matter, I'm not cajoling you, but you are going to learn lots
Yeah.
from there,
Yeah.
even how to register with New Mexico for you or
Yeah.
for that family member interested in relocating to the US. So
Yeah.
he's asking like what agencies? Let's
Yeah.
talk about the agencies that one can really apply
So
to. Yeah.
I I'm going to mention the two that is just ringing in my head now, which I've probably mentioned before. Three. The rest, I did a video on them, but I can't really. Their names are so difficult to remember. I wish I know. I would have probably So one of them is one very popular one is Connetics.
Connect.
Connetics, yeah. Connetics.
Joy,
So
can you do me a favor? If you can
yeah.
send me, research for them. If you send me their names, I will attach it to the description so that anybody
Mm,
watching this video now or
okay,
later
okay,
on can just check
okay.
it.
Okay, because I was going to look for the video to start
Mm-hmm.
looking for their names. It's
Yeah,
very I did about 10 agencies I knew. So I'm going to send it to you,
yeah.
and
Felix, I
and
hope that will help you. This is the advantage
yes.
of joining in live. If you join in live, you can ask your question.
Abby.
But however, if you are not asking your question now and you are doing a rewatch of this video, if you still
Yeah,
have question, do where to ask. The essence of creating this video is to help you. Do you
yeah,
understand? To help you to
yeah,
help me.
yeah,
But
yeah.
UK money is not big.
Yeah, Bill.
Joy, remember me in your paradise, oh please.
Yeah, man. Easy that. So we have the Connectics, we have Passports USA attached together. There was one I worked with before. I'm trying to remember the name. I can't remember. The one I told you I worked with, I had to go to the other one because I don't like their fee. And just to add, average fee that the average pay that the agencies pay is about $35 to $40 per hour. Some pay 35,
Wow.
most of them pay $35 per hour, some 36, some 34, some 40,
Wow.
yeah, depending per hour. So that is also something that tells you, oh, which agency do I want to go to. Is it this one that is paying this amount or this one? That's what makes some people choose a particular agency over the other one. And
Okay.
then decency, I don't know if you guys know about decency. Decency
Yeah.
and Nclex Academy, they are a body that do I registered with them when I was preparing for my Nclex examination. They did one-on-one tutoring with me, and they also have an agency they work with that also help nurses from the scratch. Okay, they help nurses from the scratch to, yeah, I think pay for their Nclex and all those things. I'm not so sure, but they have an agency they work with in the US that employ nurses right from their home country. So Decency Nclex Academy. Search Point also has an agency. I don't know if Search Point is working with phonetics or not, but if you want to find out more, you can also reach out to these people. And I think I'll send the rest to you, but these are the ones I managed to get from my
Oh,
head.
this is a lot. Thank you so much. You are getting lots of value from this video. If you not like this video, do where to
Yeah,
like this video. Don't forget to share to as many nurses you know, even those in UK. Many parents are looking, they don't really know.
yeah.
Like sometimes you just wake up and you see somebody saying, "I'm a USRN." How did you do it? How did you do the exam? This is what we are talking about. So Joy, thank you so much. Oh, even
You're
me, I didn't know
welcome.
everything you are talking about. Frankly.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much. This is a lot. This is a lot of information.
That's
Thank
all
you so
right.
much. So
That's
after
all right.
everything now and the visa, we'll find ourselves in US, right?
Yes, so we'll come and
You are
do
here
party together.
there. Joy like parties now.
As in there, like it's just in my head. I can't wait for my first party in the US.
Yeah, it's gonna be something of joy, frankly. It's gonna be
Yeah,
something of joy. Thank you so much again, Joy.
you're
I believe
welcome.
those that will be doing a rewatch may have some questions. So we are
Mm,
pleading in advance that you, if you can please attend to some of our
absolutely, no
questions. Yeah,
problem.
thank you
If
so
you
much.
just notify me, let me know. Absolutely, I'm
I'll
always
do.
online.
I'm coming to your DM. No worries. I will let you know. Yeah, thank you again for coming to this channel. You've
You're
really given us a
welcome.
lot of information that like I always say, there's nothing like knowing it and going through it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but for
exactly.
you are talking about because you've gone through the process
Yeah,
and you've
yeah,
understood the tricks and tips and everything, and
yeah.
you've been generous to share with us. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. All
And for
right.
all the viewers, I want you to use the comment section to just say thank you to Joy. Joy to the world, visit our channel, like I said.
Everybody's welcome.
You're more than welcome. You see, her heart is open to welcome you, to give you lots of information. Discover her. Go to her channel, discover her DM very well. And she'll be more than happy to help you.
All
Yeah.
right.
Till we do our other videos, stay blessed.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Joy.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.